Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another Gorilla Tag fan game tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a map and add great lighting and textures to your Gorilla Tag fan game. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. If you find this tutorial helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Trying to get to 1K subs, and leaving a like will get this tutorial to more people who maybe want to see it. So yeah. Okay, well, I'm leaving off right where we got, or right where we ended last time. So we have our little guy right here, and first, you want to install this thing called Pro Builder, which is basically how you make maps. So you want to come up here to Window, and you want to select Package Manager, and then wait for that to open. And then you want to search, you want to come over here where it says Packages and Project, and you want to change it to Unity Registry. Then you want to search Pro Builder and click install. I'm gonna cut to when this actually installs. And once Pro Builder is installed, you can just close out of this window, and then you can come up here. Click on Tools, Pro Builder, and then you'll see this. You just want to click on Pro Builder window. And then just move this over by your inspector, wherever it is. And now you will see all of these very cool options. Yeah. For this one, you want to click on New Shape. And then you're gonna make a plane. And I'll be in top view for this. But basically, make it about 2 squares big for now. I'm in the wrong view. There we go. Okay, and the cool thing about Pro Builder is that if you are on this side, then it's a collider and you can see it and walk around on it. But if you're on this side, there's no collider, and you can see through it. So that makes moderating very easy if you put your moderators outside the map. I'll teach moderator vents and stuff in the different tutorial. But next, you want to click on this edge select up here. Next, you want to click on this face select up here and just select all of these faces. Actually, next you want to make sure you're on object selection mode, which is this one, and then you want to select it, scale it, and then scale it however big you want your map to be. So I'm gonna go, don't make it too big though, because really big Gorilla Tag maps are very, bad. I'm gonna go with about this far. And then you want to, next what you want to do is come over to this corner and move it inwards until it gets like rounded out a little bit. And then go to edge select and select these 2 edges. Subdivide the edges, which is down here. Subdivide edges. Go back to vertex select, and then just round out this corner. Okay, that looks pretty rounded out to me. And And then you want to do that for all 4 corners, so I'll fast forward this until I'm done. Okay, now that we're done, we want to start making the walls of the map. So you want to go to Edge Select and select all of the edges around the map. So just this whole border. Okay, once you have selected all of the edges around the map, you want to go here and you want to click Extrude Edges. And this will make the walls pop up. Oh, that wall is very cursed. I will fix that later. But once they pop up, you just want to drag them up as high as you want. And then you want to click Extrude again. And this time, hold Scale. And then scale it down towards the middle so that it, like, closes off. And then just drag it up a little bit so it's kind of like Gorilla Tag where it, goes up, curves in, and then closes off. Click on Subdivide Object over here. And you just want to do that a few times, maybe until your squares are about this big. And then click on Vertex Select or Point Select. Now here's the fun part. You have to randomize so that it looks like it's natural terrain. So I'm just going to go here and hold Control while clicking some random dots on the floor right here. And then once you think you've got enough dots, you want to go into the Move tool. And, oops, wrong button. And you want to drag them all either down or up. I'm going to drag some of them down. Then I'll select some new ones. And I'll drag some of these up. You know, make it look like a mountain. Maybe I'll add a little hill over here. Maybe I'll select, like, these 6 and move them up. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move them up, you know, make like a mountain type thing. Move these 2 up some more, maybe. Just anything that can make it really random and bumpy, but not too random. Too random isn't bad. Or not too random, but I mean, not too bumpy. Like, you don't want your holes to be all the way down here. It's gonna be decent. I think that's pretty bumpy. I'll add some here. Randomly do it all over. That looks fun. But now, if you want, you can randomize the walls. If you want to come over here and do Subdivide Object and randomize the walls. I'm not going to do that right now. It takes too much time. And I'm kind of on a time constraint right now. But what I am going to teach you is how to add textures. So, you want to come down here to your Assets folder, and you want to do right-click, Create, Folder, and name it like Materials or Textures or whatever. I'm gonna name it Materials. Then you want to come in here. Then you want to right-click again. You want to do Create, Material, and name it whatever you want. I'm gonna do Grass for mine. Then, once you have your material, you want to come over to Smoothness and set it to 0. Do that with every material. It makes the texture look better. Now, you can either right-click here, Import New Asset, and then import a texture. And then, once the texture is imported, you can drag it onto Albedo. Or what I'm going to do to save some time is go over here and just change the color. But I would definitely recommend importing your own texture. this, you want to select all of your... You want to go to face select, and you want to select everything that's going to have the grass texture on it, or whatever texture you made. So I'm gonna just select everything real quick. Okay, and then once you have it all selected, you just want to drag on your grass material right here. And boom. Now our grass is green. And you're going to want to do the exact same thing for all of the walls. You just want to create a new material. I'll call it stone. Turn off smoothness, import the texture, add the albedo, or what I'm going to do to save some time. Then you can just drag it onto your walls. And boom! We now have our entire map done. I mean, not our entire map, but we have our map done. And now, what you can do is you can add trees, or a tree house, or a stump, or whatever you want to add. I'm not going to do that right now because, once again, I'm on a time constraint. But what you are going to want to do is, if your gorilla player is inside of the floor, you just want to click on him and go to object select and then just move him up a little bit until he is floating above the ground. That will make sure that he doesn't spawn in the ground. So you can actually play your game. Now, to keep everything organized, what I do is I create empty with a right click, and I'll name it like whatever this map is called, so I'm just going to name it forest, and then I'll drag the forest, and then I'll drag the plane that we made it out of under forest empty game object. That just keeps it more organized. Now you can go ahead and save your project. And once your project is saved, now I'm going to teach you how to get lighting. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go to the Google Drive link in the description. And there will be a lighting in there called like Chase's Lighting or something. And then you want to right click import new asset, and then you want to import the lighting. Also, thank you, Ezra the Monkey, for teaching me how to make the lighting and stuff. Big W. Shout out to him, go sub to him. Yeah. Okay, I just finished making the lighting. So once you have Chase Lighting imported, you want to come up here and go to Window, go to Rendering, and click on Lighting. And then you want to drag this new window over by your Pro Builder and Inspector. Next, you'll see this just has sample lighting right here. But what you want to do is drag Chase Lighting over into this little box. Or you can click on this ball right here, and then click on Chase Lighting. And it should change some stuff down here, that's good. Now we are going to add the light. So you want to come over to your hierarchy over here, and you want to right click, do light, and then do a directional light. And then you want to drag this up to wherever you want the sun to be. So I'm just going to make it literally right through this hole right here. Oh, that's higher up than I thought. So I'm basically just going to drag this to where I want my sun to be. And I want it to be right up here in this little hole. Peeking on down. Now they won't be able to see this in-game, but they will be able to see the lighting. But they can't see the actual sun icon, that's just in Unity. But you want to go back to your Inspector tab on the light, and you want to change the color to whatever you want. I'll probably add some yellow to it, so we'll go yellow, maybe add a bit of yellow to it. Not too much though, but it's just a little bit yellow. And then for mode, you want to change this from real time to baked. Then your intensity, just make it however much you want. So you can do 0.1 or you can do 10. I personally am probably going to do a 2. But that's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want. Actually, I removed some yellow from this. Make it white. Now for shadow type, you want to make sure it says no shadows. You will still have shadows, but you just want to make sure it says no shadows, because otherwise it's very bad. And what you can do is you can change the type to a spot if you want, which will make it like a spotlight. So you can change the size right here and whatever. But I am not going to do a spotlight because this is outside. You could also do a point light where you make your sun in the very middle of your map, like as middle as you can to your map, and then you just make it pretty big, however big you want the lighting to be. And then never use area, it's bad. Once you have your light all set up, you want to come to your plane that we made the forest out of, and you want to set it to static. You want to set everything that has lighting to static besides the gorilla rig. Never set that to static, but anything that you want to have lighting, set it to static. Once you've done that, then come to your lighting tab and click generate lighting. Now this might take a minute to generate, but it's basically going to add lighting around the map. So I'm just going to skip to when that loads. Okay, so I'm actually not going to bake the lighting because my computer has low storage, so it goes way too slow for me to possibly do it. But once it's done, your map should look absolutely beautiful. Yeah, your map should look beautiful and gorgeous and insane and amazing. Next update, next video, I'm going to teach you how to add Photon VR, which is multiplayer, and, I'll also teach you how to export your game and play it on VR in the next one. But, yeah, that's all for today's video. Sorry I couldn't really show you, but my computer sucks and I'm on a time constraint, so, bye. Whee!